Hello and welcome to today's update from AQA about the changes to next year's GCSE English Literature exams. So you probably remember from my previous videos that Ofqual, the exams regulator, had said only Shakespeare was going to be compulsory and that students would have the choice of other texts. Well, now AQA have decided that is no longer going to be the case. Yes, Shakespeare will still be compulsory, but so will the poetry. Now, poetry was the option that most schools were thinking of dropping, and AQA have said, yes, we've listened to teachers and heads of centres, and as a result of listening to everything they wanted, we've decided not to give them what they want. We're going to make the poetry compulsory. Now, I personally have no beef with making the poetry compulsory, but what the issue is, they've told us one thing, and now they've changed their minds, and so your teachers, many of them, are going to have to rethink and replan what they teach you. So here it is. You will have to answer 3 topics, 3 questions out of a possible 4, and they're going to give you different options. Option A, where you answer on the 19th century novel, or option B, when you answer on the modern text. Now, annoyingly, when we read this, it's not clear whether everyone in the school will have to do the same option, or whether it will be up to the class teacher or up to the student. This is what it says. You'll need to let us know whether your students are choosing option A or option B for paper 1 when you make your entries. This is so we can make sure we've got the right examiners in place. So it may be that at an individual level you're able to choose which you do, the modern text or the 19th century novel. We won't find out until we get another update, something else that schools would like to prepare for in the summer or even before, not now and certainly not later. This diagram probably explains it more easily. So section A, the compulsory core is Shakespeare. Then section B, if you choose the 19th century novel route, will be the 19th century novel. Then you'll do section A, the compulsory part, which will be the poetry, and again section B, compulsory poetry. Or you might not go for option A, which is the 19th century novel. You might choose to study the modern text, in which case Shakespeare is still compulsory, but in section B you do the modern text instead of the 19th century novel, but paper 2 again, the poetry, all the poetry questions are compulsory. You will be glad to know that there are no changes to the style and format of the exam questions, and the assessment criteria will stay the same. If you are an AQA, AS or A-level English student, you'll be glad to know no changes are coming. Now, if your exam board is Pearson or Educas, they have decided to make the post-1914 text compulsory, and OCR, as yet, is not making anything compulsory other than Shakespeare. The School Leaders Union, ASCL, has written to the heads of AQA, Pearson, WJEC and Ofqual and asked them to clarify why they're making these changes and to reconsider their proposals. My money is on the exam boards not reconsidering, but I will update you if they do.